Skinamarink is a polarizing film, resonating deeply with some audiences while leaving others bewildered or frustrated. The film takes a minimalist approach, relying on atmospheric tension and off-screen horror to evoke fear, a technique that can either immerse viewers or alienate them, depending on their expectations and patience. For some viewers, the dread creeps in slowly, growing minute by minute as the film plays on the imagination more than it does on explicit visual scares. The sense of terror isn't in what's shown on the screen, but in what's implied, what's felt. This almost psychological method of filmmaking taps into the viewer's subconscious, triggering the fear of the unknown and the unseen, a hallmark of early horror that some audiences, who have grown up with more subtle, suggestive dread, may appreciate. While low quality at first glance, the film's aesthetic feels highly intentional. The grainy look, paired with its eerie sound design, gives the film an otherworldly, disorienting quality. This choice aligns with its themes of childhood fear and the uncanny. The lo-fi nature of the film could remind some of older media formats, adding a layer of nostalgia and discomfort for viewers who grew up in the age of home video. This visual style forces the audience to strain to see and hear, intensifying the film's unsettling atmosphere. The darkness, the strange camera angles, and the emphasis on corners of rooms, empty hallways, and disjointed snippets of conversation heighten the sense of confusion and claustrophobia. On a technical level, Skinamarink plays with form and structure in ways that challenge traditional narrative filmmaking. There's no clear plot progression or character development, and the dialogue is sparse, leaving much of the story to interpretation. Some may see this as a flaw, but it could also be interpreted as the director's experiment with creating a waking nightmare. The film's refusal to give answers or closure reflects the unpredictable nature of dreams and childhood fears, capturing how a child might experience being trapped in a nightmare, disoriented and alone. In Skinamarink, the home becomes a central, almost vicious character, reflecting the confusion and isolation of the children in the film. The layout of the house, or rather, the lack of a coherent design, adds to the film's pervasive sense of dread. There's no way to orient yourself or markers to establish where you are in relation to anything else, reflecting how fear works in our minds. The sense of space and time becomes warped when genuinely terrified. This constant shifting amplifies the fear of the unknown. The environment can't be trusted, and paranoia begins to seep into the perception of reality, both in the movie and, perhaps, in the viewer's mind. Skinamarink is a divisive horror film that uses a minimalist, atmospheric style to evoke fear and psychological tension. By tapping into childhood anxieties with disorienting visuals and eerie sound design, it creates a sense of dread. The house serves as a distorted maze reflecting existential fears, and the children's helplessness illustrates society's struggles with the unknown. While its abstract approach offers a profoundly unsettling experience, the slow pacing and absence of a traditional narrative may frustrate some viewers. Ultimately, the film challenges us to look inside and confront our inner fears,